And we're back. Hello, guys, and thank you for joining. We are going to continue where we left off in the last episode, where we have started construction of a very similar station to our HQ over here in Napoleon's Fortune, but minus the ship fabrication capabilities, but it will have everything else, including the workforce. We are currently ordering a mining fleet that we will just assign over to the station when it's done. The mining fleet, that is. And after that, we'll start to configure a little fleet. In the last episode, we found out that the Odysseus Sentinels that we have in our loadout are more effective on the game map than they are when you're actually in the sector and animating the duel, because the AI is very derpy. So we're going to try and take advantage of that. We also found out that our dragons and Ares are underperforming, so we are going to consider not using them and just go with a capital ship method, which might be for the best. Who knows? So as you can see here, our construction vessel that is building this station has a lot to build, but it also has a lot of trades coming in, as you can see. It's still nowhere near enough to actually being able to satisfy all the requirements in terms of resources, but it's getting a good way there, and it's even getting it for a discount. Right now we've saved 9 millions in purchasing things, so that is wonderful. Let's see, how are we looking on the docked ships? Yeah, we don't have enough. We're getting 14 Minoria mineral miners, and we're getting 8 Minoria gas miners. There's a fucking loud scooter out. My god. That's disgusting. Why is that? Oh, it's not a. It wasn't a scooter. It's a. What do you call it in English? An ATV, like a four-wheeler. What a horrible piece of filth. Like people who own that stuff and drive them on public roads. Oh my god, what a horrible, horrible set of people. Alright, so with that aside, let's have a little look at when we get our different production modules. We get water production down here and refined metals production here. So yeah, we can assign the... oh no, actually, we need to wait for graphene production. So when we get water production, we can assign the mineral miners, and when we get the graphene production, we can assign the gas miners. Alright, that's the plan for now. So right now, what are we missing? We're missing engine parts. Well, are we buying engine parts from our neighboring stations? Kind of, yeah. Not really. How are we looking in stock on our neighboring stations on engine parts? We're stocked up. Why aren't we selling the engine parts to our own station then? You dumb piece of filth. You're not even like planning any trades. Can we do like can we actually we go into behavior here, and let's just remove him from his duties for now. And I wonder if we can put a trade on repeat. So let me get you again, and let's just set this up. We want like engine parts and hull parts, I suppose. Yeah. And we want to get them over to our station over here. So we're going to transfer wares, and we're going to do that. So can we put this on repeat? So inactive orders. How do we do that? Let me look that up actually. Let's see, X4 repeat trades. Holding shift when giving an order repeats. No, it just queues it. Was a guy in the forum said that, oh, you can hold shift to repeat it, but that just it just queues it. Seems like there's no actual way of doing it. Yeah, there's no actual way of doing it. So let's just assign you back to the station as a trader. Let's see, are you actually using your traders? No, this guy's not using his traders either. Are you using our traders? You're using most of them. What about you? You're using most again, yeah? What about you? You only have 2. But are you using them? Yeah, you're using both. Maybe they're not close enough to actually be able to send the hull parts over. Yeah, we're full up on weapon components as well. Why aren't we sending this stuff down? That makes no sense. Because they have a 5-gate jump range, these guys, yeah? Yes, 5 gates. Theoretically speaking, could we set up an auto trader? Could we set up an auto trader that only trades with my stations? So let's say we wanted the we want engine parts, we want weapon components, and we want hull parts, like that. And we're gonna set the gates up, and your anchor space is going to be Grand Exchange, and there's no way to tell you to restrict trades unless let's go into ship interactions. No. Global orders. Let's see here. Can't I give a global order to just restrict trade to other factions? Just a flat out restriction of trade. For both traders and miners and whatever. I restrict the trade. Let's see, this is the guy with the auto trade setup, yeah? So what kind of orders do you have? You're gonna get weapon components and then you're going to sell weapon components. But you're selling them to the Teladi. I don't need more money. So let's remove all orders and assignments. And that is so frustrating. How is this not a thing? Repeat trade, something that simple. Or just a global restrict trade to everything order. How can that not be a feature? Like we have blacklists, trade restrictions for civilian ships, for everyone. Okay, so let's save that blacklist. Okay, so we should not be trading with anyone now. So now, if I go and try and set up an auto trader from this ship right here, when we go into information and we set up an auto trader with the wares that I were interested in, which is the hull parts, the engine parts, and the weapon components. And I have the anchor space over here in Grand Exchange. That should give me the range. So now this ship should only be trading with my stations. Only with my stations. And it actually does it. It's going to Napoleon's Fortune 2. So it's going over here to sell the hull parts over here. Okay, see, now we're talking. Now we're talking. You need to set up a blacklist and then set up auto traders. Alright, that also means that basically all of our auto miners are now like we don't need them anymore, so we can just sell them because I don't want them to hog up my computer's resources. And the same is true for the magnetars. Like that. And my incanturas. No, actually, I can use my incanturas. So let's go ahead and go into your behavior. Let's just add all the wares, because I think distributing wares might be the best thing to do right now, actually. So you still have an order to do that. We'll see what you do after you've done the thing you want to do, which is now. So now you have no storage, you're done with your trades, you have an order to distribute the wares, Let's see if it actually my goodness, English is difficult today. Distributes the wares. We'll keep a lookout on that one. But it seems like auto trading at least is actually working. We also need to go into you and change your I think I'll change this guy to auto trading because that actually worked well for me. Let's just get everything because why not? We already have restricted trade. So let's get the maximum amount of range and let's change the holding point to be Grand Exchange. Like that. Let's confirm. Let's see, you're also doing stuff. You're the Heron. Okay, so it doesn't seem like the distribute wares actually works, so we're going to change our traders to be auto traders. Like that. And the same is true for you. Oh, he actually does something. So you're going to Moneymaker 1 to get whole parts. Okay, so he's actually doing something. So I guess we'll let it be on distribute wares for that one then. What about you? Are you doing something useful with your time? Both of my small traders now have orders. What are you going to be carrying? Oh, nothing. All right. So what we might want to do then is actually get a little automatic trading fleet and not actually assign the traders to the stations, but just have them auto trade. Because at this point, we're not going to make any money. We're not going to make any money at all. Zero. So it seems that the limit to the auto trading is 4 jumps. So for example, Moneymaker 2 over here is quite isolated because it's got 1 jump and then it has 2, 3, 4. So we can't quite get to it. So we're going to have to build something. Could it actually reach Turquoise Sea? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So we are looking at getting quite isolated, I suppose, stations. Unless we set up trading stations. Now, how do we actually do that? How do we set up stations that are meant for trading? Let me actually look that up because that might be like a very valuable in between for depositing wares and stuff like that. Let's see. Ah, okay, so it's not in vanilla. It's not in vanilla. we'd have to download a mod to get a trading station, unfortunately. Okay, so there's no way to do that. Well, then we might have to change our strategy just a little bit. We'll have to go with a more gradual approach to things. So building a, like, big bad Seltensaven over here in US Twin, that might be a good idea. That opens the door to attack into scale plate green and turquoise sea. And it also allows the Moneymaker 2 and Seltensaven and Moneymaker 3 over here to actually supply the construction. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. Okay, so we might be interested in that. We'd have to buy the plot to build the station, but that shouldn't be too expensive. Let's see, we have 11 ships that are awaiting construction, and right now, if we go into logical overview, we should see a lot more trades popping up. Yeah. Oh, yes. See, now things are actually working the way they're supposed to. Even weapon components. Okay. See, now we're talking. I still think it's kind of stupid you have to implement a faction-wide trade restriction, just so your ships will understand that I want you specifically to trade between my stations. I think that's kind of dumb, but it's what it is. Now, if we go into Seltensaven, yeah, he's still not being very active with his traders, so I think I might actually change these guys up to the auto traders as well. If they have the skill for it, of course. So let's see. Auto trade, everything. And like the where distribution worked well as well. So I might actually use the where distribution option. Like so. Actually, let's use the where distribution option. Information, behavior. Let's see here, distribute wares. Everything, please. Confirm. It's your turn. Again. Distribute everything. Confirm. And you, I'll leave 2 traders for it, just to, well, in case it really wants to do something. Do everything, please. Confirm. Alright, so now we have a whole bunch here that's just waiting for a trade. This guy is already on his way, doing something. This one's probably going to be next. So the one that went away, that's the one we had auto trading. These guys are distribute wares, yeah? So it seems like they take a long while to actually decide which ware they want to distribute. And if it takes too long... Yes, this takes too long. So we are actually changing the behavior now to be auto trading. So distribute wares didn't work that well. I don't know how the Incantura actually worked, but we might actually have to change that one as well if it's going to be this inefficient. Let's confirm that. Go back to property. Then it's you, and the last one wasn't skilled enough to actually do auto trading. Now we should see some action. Yeah, see there? Got some movement. You're going where and doing what? You are going to Moneymaker 1 to get some hull parts, and then you're selling the hull parts. Are we actually out of hull parts in Moneymaker 1? Just being curious. Oh, we have a lot more in store. Let's see. So 4 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's just not enough. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Moneymaker 4 can actually reach. See, you even have some traders coming in. Doing what exactly? They are purchasing engine parts. Alright. Okay, so we are starting to set things up now. Let's see. Yeah, you still haven't found a trade, and let us have a look at our Incantura. It is actually making trades. Yeah, it's going to the build storage to give it the hull parts. Okay, so for large ships, it seems like distributing wares actually works, but for smaller traders like you simply can't do it. And I don't know if it's a range thing, but it doesn't really say anything about range when it comes to distributing wares. Let me look that up for just a second. I'm gonna see here. X4 range distribute wares. Alright, so what distribute wares actually does, it takes stations that are full up on a stock, for example engine parts or hull parts or whatever, and the ship goes to that station and it fills up. And then it takes that ware to whoever wants to buy it, be it cheap or expensive. So that was what the distribute wares actually does. And since we're so rarely going to be topped out on components, I think auto trading is the better command. But right now, this guy doesn't really have the skill necessary to actually do that. So I might want to put him back in as a trader here. Then we'll have a look at these other guys, if they're good enough. Oh, you are good enough. Okay, so let's get you to auto trade. For everything, because I do want a couple of guys going around. And I want you to have your place here. Alright, and confirm. You definitely don't need the energy cells, so we're just going to drop the energy cells to free up some space. We're going to keep a lookout on this ship just to see if the distribute wares command actually works on larger ships, because of some weird coding thing that Ecosoft sometimes does. Seems like you guys are basically very confused as to what to do next. Is that because you don't have any plan builds left? Well, you're still not quite finished buying everything you need. You still need a couple of things. Oh, and we have the ice production now, so let's go over and hand over the mineral miners. So, we're going to be miners in the beta group. Alright, so that takes care of that. Let's also let's order a couple of ships here. How is our workforce looking before we do anything? Over 3,000. Okay, so it's still growing quite comfortably. So let's build a couple of ships here. Let's get some Odysseus with some crew. What the heck, let's get 20. And let's get 5 of these. Then we're going to want a Stork Sentinel. And we're going to want 60 for that crew. Yep. And then we're going to want 3 traders with 5 crew each. That can trade with the Stork for resupplies, basically. Let's confirm. How close are we getting on that graphene production? No, we're not that far off. So hopefully our Minoria miners are going to get there in time, or get built in time. So what we're probably lacking is engine parts, but we do have quite a few traders coming in with engine parts, so we should be able to, well, get some. And we're only lacking 3, and I mean, we can just like fly the ones we already have over, so that's no big deal. But now that we figured out these stuff with the blacklist, like auto trading between our own stations, that's working wonderfully. I do wish I was a bit more strategic with placements on the moneymaker stations, because right now we have kind of a core going on here and moneymaker 2 is kind of isolated. Moneymaker 2 can get to Moneymaker 1 though, so we might want to set up a couple of traders just to get like excess stock from here over to here. Do Moneymaker 1 have any traders that are capable of doing long-range auto trading? You can do 4 jumps. Okay, so that's good. Let's see, your base is going to be in probably Bright Promise, yeah? Let's confirm that. Now let's just confirm that there's no weird, like, I tried to do something and restrict trade or buy orders or any of that sort. Nothing here. Moneymaker 2, nothing there. Moneymaker 3. Oops. Logical overview. Here's something weird. Okay, so automatic sell amount, please. Moneymaker 4. No, nothing. Okay, good. So let's see. So we started on the graphene production. So let's get our Minorias ready. We still have one more Minoria that is pending construction. Also in that fleet I want a Raptor that can be kind of a flagship type ship. Let's go for the Big Bird. Yep. Let's confirm that. Okay, so the Minorias are just going to have to go. Actually, not yet. We still have 7 minutes, so let's hope that we get enough resources within 5 to start constructing this one. And we already, like soon, we've built 3 Odysseus already. That's mass production. Ah, and now we get the last Minoria. Good. So let's select that one. I guess the game wants to autosave. That's fine. We are going to finish the Minoria on time, so that's good. And there she is, and here comes the graphene production. And there we are. So let's have a look at the trades coming in here. We are getting some engine parts, quite a lot actually. We are getting a lot of hull parts. Well, weapon components, yeah, we're getting some of that. This is all very, very good. It's a shame we can't like build faster or something, or pay extra to build faster. I would have done it because I want this station up and running, like right now. But how are you looking on the good old money front? Quite good, quite good. Seems like our station actually got harassed by pirates. So actually one of my Odysseus are actually going to go up here, and they're going to attack this guy. My goodness. And then after that, you're going to be a subordinate for this guy. So that's one of my Odysseus. So that means we only have 4 Odysseus in the combat squad that we're building, but that's quite fine. That's alright. Actually, it seems like the shields are holding up very well on these Minorias. And it's escaping to sell off the things it mined. Now let's watch the Xenon blow up. Yeah, so they work very well, like on the map right here. That would not have gone as smoothly had we actually animated the confrontation. Which is unfortunate, but it's the way it is. So how are things looking over here? Okay, so you got most of the stuff actually. You have enough hull parts. Just need some stuff, and you're good. Turret components. I wonder, could we actually, or are you getting all you need in terms of turret components? Let's just double check. turret components. You're getting 950, but we need way more than that. Let's have a little look at our Sultan's Haven and see how many we have laying around. Turret components. We have 6,000. Oh well, let's not do anything for now. Let's just wait around, see what happens. We are building another Odysseus Sentinel, which is nice. So what order did you actually give to your Odysseus? You're patrolling, yeah, this general area. That's all right. Ooh, I'm liking this. Our big boys are pulling their pants up. And speaking about our big boys, what are you doing? So it seems like this one actually hasn't done anything after it did that whole part trade, so we're actually going to take this one off distribute wares as well. Put it on auto trading. Give it all the wares, and you can trade from... Let's give this one another area to trade from. Let's put it in Holy Vision, so that it can trade between our Moneymaker 4, 3, and our production modules here. So let's confirm that. Let's see if it actually finds anything, and we'll see what it finds. There we are. It's going to get some engine parts, and it's going to pop them off at Sultan's Heaven HQ. Okay, so that's good enough. We only have one more destroyer, and then our supply ship, and then our big boy Raptor left to build, and then we'll have our little preliminary fleet ready. Now, question, is our Itis Vanguard that is supposed to be up here actually doing anything? So this was the one we put in charge of distributing wares, like in this direction. Doesn't actually seem like it's doing anything. So let's actually change it. We're gonna place that in the central area as well. And we'll figure out what to do with Moneymaker 2 in some time. Maybe we'll just let it be dormant, and then we'll kind of use it more when we expand up into Matrix 451 and so on. Yeah. So how many things are we missing to complete our order? We need a whole ton of hull parts, and we need some engine parts. Are our stations starting to run out of hull parts? No, not at all. And you don't have any reserved sales either. Our Are we taking all of it from Moneymaker 3? We're taking some, not many. Are we taking it from Moneymaker 4? Because we have quite a lot coming in. No, we're not taking it all from Moneymaker 4. Then where are we getting it from? Because we have trades coming in, right? Not that many, actually. There's more in terms of engine parts. Interesting. So how are we looking here money-wise? Let's have a little look. We only need a couple of Claytronics and turret components, actually. So that's good news. I do suppose we can also, or we actually don't need to edit any of the preferences because we can just because we are already restricted trade with other factions, so that's good. I wonder if that counts towards like trading vessels as well, or these builder vessels. Are we just running on a backlog, or are we actually securing new trades? I can remember this Paranet trade being here before, so we'll see if we get any new trades of turret components, and if not, we might have to reconsider our blacklist and like temporarily open it up just to get some more trades in to our building station here. Or we might actually just start ferrying it over manually with one of our trading ships. It's not that big of a deal. All right. So let's get our Incantura Vanguard. And let's have you transfer some wares here. You're gonna give me turret components. You're just going to dump them right over here. Like so. And that should be good for a while. Let's see how fast we can actually replenish those turret components. We're getting 416 an hour, so we're not really mass producing these things. Which is a shame, but again, no big deal. Because there's no rush to get turret components. They are upgrades that go on the modules after they've actually begun their function of producing stuff, so it's no big deal. But we are going to have to see if we're getting any new trades in. We are not in terms of turret components. In which case, we're probably going to have to get all of the remaining stuff ourselves. So let's get 818 Claytronics. Let's use our Incantura Vanguard for that as well. So let's transfer some wares. Claytronics 818, please. Like so. And drop that off here. Like so. And I guess we'll handle the turret components as they come. There we are. Let's move these guys out. Now we're lacking 35,000 hull parts. Seems like the Holy Order of the Pontifex is really increasing their presence here. Did we just lose our Behemoth Vanguard? Oh no, that was an Argon one. Okay. Not ours. It's got quite a lot done already, but it's way more. And the stations are so big. So how are we looking? We haven't started producing any of the really big ships yet. But let's actually take our Odysseus Sentinels out to play. I suppose let's move them. While the Holy Order of Pontifex has really built up this area. Wow. Wow. Holy Order of the Pontifex. That's going to be the end game threat, I'm telling you right here. So I guess we'll have a little pop by. See, I don't think we're quite ready to take out entire defense platforms yet. We'd have to fight a enemy fleet. And what would be the best place to do that? Maybe, probably going to be over here in Atikva's choice, actually. So let's get him to move over there. And our other ships will be ready when they are ready. Our Stork Sentinel has begun production. That means we are only lacking 30,000 hull parts to get the Raptor. Yep. We forgot to add personnel on the Raptor, didn't we? So we're going to have to do that. But we can do that after it gets built. We actually have to do that because we can't edit a ship once the order has been placed. We'll have to get a new ticket, and we'll get a new ticket when we get our hands on the Raptor, the finished ship. Now 4 Odysseus Sentinels might actually have a chance against a power plant. You know, we can try. We can try and invade this sector. It's not going to be like a joking try, like the other attempts, I guess you can call them. Because right now we do have some serious firepower. But it's not going to be like proper either. Seems like there is close to nothing going on here at the gate, so let's actually let's remove all the orders now that they're gathered up, and we'll send them over to attack the power station. And we'll see if they're able to do so. We are going to escape with these if they get damaged, or at least try to escape with them. Because I do want to keep these guys. Okay, so there's no large... Oh, there is. So we need to remove all orders and attack this one first. So I expect this to go very well. But I do suppose we'll see. One of our diseases is actually getting quite damaged. And as you can see, they are spinning. That's the most destructive method they know. Unfortunately, the Xenon knows the spinning method as well, so we'll see how this goes. Unfortunately, there are no like super duper excellent modification kits. So you guys, you can go over here and try and attack the power station. Let's actually have a look at how this looks in animation. Oh damn! Our allied ships are destroying our engines. That's actually not cool at all. Let's have you remove this order, and let's have you fly over here and then attack it. Yeah, that's like super not cool. My god. It's wrecking us. Our own ship. And now they're wrecking this one as well. I guess let's actually tell them all to like stop doing whatever it is they're doing. Let's have them all move into the relative safety of this area, and we'll reorganize, because I think we'll have to have them in formation for this to actually work properly. We did take out a sizable chunk of their hull though, so I think that it's actually doable for these four to destroy Xenon power stations. Alright, let's get back to our Pegasus and we'll speed up time. Seems like the swarm is coming after us. Oh shit! They actually have a big boy as well. So let's get you. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Let's cover for our ships here. Or are they going to be actually able to escape? Seems like they are. Okay, so let's get them out. Let's get them out. And I swear this one just teleported in. No shit. Please don't die. I do not have the patience to build another one of you. Alright, let's hope they get through the gate safely. They do have the order to get through the gate, right? Are you... Don't escape, you imbecile. You absolute imbecile. No! Remove. Just fly. Oh my god! Information. Behavior. Why the fuck are you fleeing? Don't flee. Alright, so these guys are going to die because they refuse to fly through the gates. What absolute sort of bullshit. I guess we'll try and take down the Xenon with us. Ay, ay, ay. Retarded is what I call that. Absolute retardation. Alright, so let's buy another Odysseus, because I refuse to have only 3. Absolute retardation. Alright, so let's get our Stork over to Hatikva's Choice then, and let's try and create ourselves a little fleet. You are most definitely getting over here right now. The coding of this game, I swear, they haven't taken time to consider like the nuances. If you're right next to a jump gate and you are fleeing, you should A, not go through the jump gate, or B, go through the jump gate. Okay, and then you have some further factors. Is the sector you're currently in owned by an enemy faction? Yes, in our case it was. Does the jump gate lead to an allied faction? Yes, it does. If you are fleeing, do you fly through the jump gate? Like common sense. What does common sense tell you? Well, I know that common sense tells me that, yeah, I'm going through that gate. But not in this game, no. Fleeing in this game means flying at cruising speeds, slowly, trying to evade, in quotation marks, the enemy that is pursuing you and can fly faster than you. Genius. Genius, I tell you. Oh well, at least we're getting our replacement model pretty quick, so that's good. We have to delay the Raptor production for that, but no big deal. And how far along have you gotten? We are actually producing hull parts with this one right now. So that's good. I do suppose I can take these guys off of build storage and set them to be traders for the station just in general. And it is already starting to trade. What are you trading? You're getting engine parts and you're sending them over to our Seltensaven. That's exactly the kind of behavior we want from that station. Good. Alright, so you, my friend, are also coming over here. Let's also get the Cormorant. Seltensaven, these guys. You are going to be traders for this guy. And all my... Well, we'll wait until they all arrive here and then we'll try and set up the fleet. We actually do have factions trying to purchase ships from us right now. Let's see, how is our storage looking? We are getting quite a bit more hull parts from around the place. But we need 30,000 to build it, so we're not even 10% there. Alright, so our stork is in the right sector. Now we're only waiting for our second Odysseus, or I guess our fourth. Alright, so how do I want to configure this? Maybe we'll try and have the stork be the big boss man first, and we'll see what we can do. Let's have all of you be an attack squad, or this guy. Let's remove all your orders and just have you do what you do. Why are you flying all the way over there? What are you doing? Escorting ship. Oh, you're escorting traders. Oh, that must be because I put them on the wrong order. So let's go here and let's do this instead. Okay, so they are the attack group right now. So then, can I tell you information, behavior, supply fleet, commander is you yourself? Okay, so I can't do that. So we can't have the stork be the big boss man. So let's have them use one of their. Let's get all of you to follow this guy. We're going to be in the attack group, Alpha. And you, my friend, are also joining this guy as a supply fleet, Beta. Supply fleet, Beta. Please. What are you waiting for? Waiting for signal. Oh no. There we are. Now, what kind of options do we have here? Okay, so this should be supplying the fleet. Oh. Remove stop guidance. So your subordinates should be flying around now, trying to get wares, yes? Let's see if that happens. Let's go into loadout and okay, so this guy's subordinates can't actually do anything, so maybe we'll have to my shift button isn't working. Oh, it's because I'm a big dumb. Okay, so let's actually have them be I actually can't select them as supply fleet. It does have the correct wares, but I think it might be in the wrong sector. So let's try moving the entirety of the fleet down to Napoleon's Fortune, and we'll see if they are actually able to resupply with the traders. Let me just see how long I've been recording for. So easy to lose track of time in this game. Okay, so we'll fly the fleet back down over, and we'll see if that kind of triggers the trading of the cormorant that I have assigned to the Stork Sentinel, and see if they actually purchase the things that the Stork Sentinel needs. If not, I think we're going to have to figure that out. This guy is definitely trading. Yeah. That's because in my blacklist I haven't listed the stations as blacklist, only civilian ships. So we actually have to go in here and restrict some trades to other factions. Like at least the important stuff. I guess when it comes to food and things like that, that's not like as important. So let's leave medical supplies and food open, but these other things, let's restrict those. All right. Maybe we should have set a formation. So let's do that right now. I guess a forward cross is as good as anything. I don't really like the behavior of fleeing for you. Let's actually do that for the rest of the fleet as well. Go into information here. Yeah, that should be good enough. Let's see. How are you looking on ye good old turret components? Do you need some more? You could do with some more. Let's get you some more. After that, I think we're going to have to let the turret components just resupply because we're definitely going to need some turret components when building the Raptor, because that ship has 118 turrets, if I'm not mistaken, in total. That's a lot of turret components. So when do we actually get the administrative center? This one. I'm guessing we get it after the habitation. Yeah, here we go. So that's still a long ways away. So when we get the administrative center, we should actually own this sector. So that's good. Alright, so our stork is approaching. Let's see if that kicks off the traders to actually do something. So it has actually filled a fair bit of container. It actually already filled drone components and energy cells. When did it do that? More importantly, are these guys kicking off? No. They are not. So, these guys are practically useless in this capacity, so we are going to make them traders over here, just to make the transfer of wares between this station and our moneymaker, no, our Sultan's Haven more efficient. Okay, so that's probably going to be it for this episode. In the next episode, hopefully we get our Raptor built and we can actually do some proper fighting. Okay guys, thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one.